Hey, it's Joseph here. I've got a few devices here with a brand new device that I would like to showcase here today, which is MX Keys Mini. The reason why I have brought out all the MX series from Logitech is because they are still the devices that I use daily, with the exception of this small MX Anywhere 3, which is a small portable mouse which lives inside of my bag whenever I need to use a mouse on the go. But this lives on top of my desk here at home, and also I have the exact same one in the office that I use daily, as well as I use this keyboard in the office daily, tried and truth type of keyboard. I have a little weird accessories here, but I'll explain that in a bit. Actually, you might have noticed that I have that one here too. I don't have that one here, but I'll explain. At home, I do use this keyboard, same Logitech's keyboard, but it is G915, which is sort of the mechanical keyboard, which I really like, so I use it at home. However, I do use MX Keys daily at work. Now that they have released a 10 keyless version, so basically this is a mini version. Yeah, it is a white version as opposed to the gray and graphite type of color, so there is that sort of the look comparison. So basically when you let go of these 10 keys and then full-size arrow keys along with some of these buttons that you might not use all that often, then you end up with this mini version. For me, I do use numpads quite a lot for my architectural design purposes, so I do need numpad, but I do know that some people prefer smaller setup, and this might fit your bill. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this guy here so that we can kind of compare and to see what Logitech has improved since MX Keys, because I know this device very well and I'll be able to see what goes on here. And if you see my devices a bit dirty, they are heavily used, so no wonder they have finger marks and worn out places, but that is to say I use them all the time. It's perhaps not the best sort of the look for the Logitech, but guys, this is something that I use daily, and that's exactly why some of these devices have a lot of marks on it. And I wanted to disclose the fact that Logitech has sent me this keyboard for this video purposes. And let's just go through the box a little bit. It says MX Keys Mini, the Master Series by Logitech, minimalist wireless illuminated keyboard, ultra fluid typing, which is type of scissor keyboard that I'm quite used to with the MX Keys, the original one. And yeah, it appears to be a white version with sort of the silvery trim. I personally prefer black graphite version, but I'll take what I can. And this is gonna work very well with MX Anywhere 3. So rather than Big Master 3, it will probably pair up very well with the Anywhere 3 that I carry around, since it is sort of the smaller setup. And it is a mini size, and it works with Windows, Mac OS, iPad OS, iOS, Linux, Chrome OS, Android. Basically it works with everything. And smart illumination, and it's got some of the features listed here, which will probably be the same thing that I'm experienced with. I wonder how the battery life is going to be, and I can only attest to that by testing this out for a long time. But here at least it says full charge lasts 10 days or 5 months with backlighting off. Yeah, the original MX Keys last quite a long time. I don't really use backlighting on my keyboard, so it lasts very long time. And when it is time for charging, I have a trick up my sleeve, which I will share later on. But here, something that it says is different from the original MX Keys is the fact that whilst it does connect with Bluetooth just like that one, it does state that it is compatible with Logi Bolt USB receiver. So that is a one that is slightly different from the original unifying receiver, which is a little dongle that they share. So let's go ahead and open it. Here is a quick start guide. Turn it on and then connect via Bluetooth, and then you can go to mxsetup.logi.com for driver, and then you can switch between the laptop, Bluetooth of your smartphone, connect to different devices. And here is the keyboard, and also a little box that perhaps includes a cable. Here is the manual. If you want to swap out the battery inside, I guess you can do so. And some manual stuff, which I will probably never read. And here is USB type A to USB-C, which is meant for charging. I don't really need that at the moment, so I'll just put that aside. I believe it is the same cable as any other ones that we have used for MX Master 3 and MX Keys, which is a keyboard. Let's undo this paper. Here is a card, create the ultimate setup. And here is the keyboard, which is looking quite clean. I don't know how long it's gonna hold up if I were to use it for a very long time, especially it being white, but this is what it looks like. Looks sleek. I do notice some new key icon, which is an emoji, and to compare with the MX keys, let's line them up like this. So you see that the overall width is almost identical. You have some different arrangement in terms of the function key because you had these connection keys on top of here. Now that has moved over here. Backlight controlling, I have no idea what that is. There is an emoji, and then perhaps capture screenshot button, and then microphone mute, which is nice. And then play button, play and pause button, and then mute your speaker, and then volume control. And then here's a delete key. So this is pretty much the layout that you would expect out of your laptop. And underside, nothing really different. It's the same grippy feet as the MX keys, the original one. And then you can turn on the keyboard from here, and then familiar USB-C port with a LED indicator for your power, the same exact thing. The buttons feel almost identical. I must say it does have a bit more pressure on it. It might have to do with the fact that I have used this keyboard for such a long time. The keys kind of gave in, or maybe they just tweaked the pressure a little bit so that they have a bit more force behind it. I don't mind it at all, but they almost feel the same. If you are not to compare this side by side or up and down, or just use this all the time, you would not be able to tell a difference. And I guess the arrow keys are here with the smaller version, just like your laptops. I would not have any problem typing on this. And notice that this did not include any of the dongles, so you're gonna have to just connect via Bluetooth if so. And if you want to connect via some sort of dongle, then I guess you're gonna have to purchase that Bolt, which is the new unifying dongle for Logitech devices. All the latest MX devices will support connecting either via Bluetooth or the Bolt dongle, the Bolt unifying dongle, I don't know what to call it, but yeah, you will be able to connect via that. Here we'll start off with the Bluetooth. So the keyboard is working, so let's do some typing test over here. Okay, I was able to score 71, and that is pretty average. You know, I haven't really practiced anything, but I was able to score this straight out, so it is very familiar ground in terms of the typing. Obviously, I'm gonna miss out the number pad that is gonna be on this side, but if you are a type of person who doesn't require the full keyboard, which includes the number pad or the full size arrow keys with the page up and down, the home delete key, then this is gonna fit your bill. I know a lot of people likes to kind of condense their setup so that the keyboard doesn't take as much room on your desk, and that you can just kind of minimize a lot of things by just having a smaller mouse and a smaller keyboard that connects to everything. And in regards to charging, the one that I wanted to mention, I pretty much do this to all devices that I regularly charge, including this massive mechanical keyboard. I have a little thing over here, both in office and home, where I have this little tip which comes in USB Type-C, also micro USB, so you can kind of connect here. And then whenever I need to charge devices, I can just take the cable up to it and it will start charging. So I see the LED light is kind of blinking, letting me know that it is charging. So if I need to go from here to a different keyboard, I can do that easily. And if I need to charge this mouse over here, I'll do that. And even this G Pro device, I do that with this. So you can do different things with it, and this is my preference in terms of charging devices. So I'll leave the link in the description for you guys to go ahead and purchase, but also this Logitech MX Mini. It is very small and cute. If you want to minimize your setup, you can certainly do that. So if you found this video useful, please like and consider subscribing to my channel to continue watching these type of videos. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you next time. Bye.